Hey weirdos, it's me, Flower, and I am back with another one of my Build Wars challenges. This one is a blue beach house. So this is my Blue Beauty Beach House speed build. Now this contest, I guess you could call it, is created by the Sims community, and her Twitter address is up there at community_Sims. And I'm a little out of it right now. I've had a long weekend. This build is super late. We will only have 1.5 days, I believe, to vote on it. So I need you to go ahead and go down in the comments and just comment a number between 25 and 100 with what score you think I should have for this build. I decided I wanted to build this build in Brindleton Bay at first. And I really wanted it, but I saw a picture in a magazine with a gazebo out in the middle of the ocean. So I was like, man, I gotta do this in Sulani. So of course I did it. I moved the build to Sulani, and I really like that I did that because I like the way it came out. I like how the house isn't quite all the way in the ocean, but there is like a deck leading to the ocean. So yeah, I really like the way this build came out. It's a little thrown together, so it's not like my best build. It's just, it was hard for me to concentrate on it. We had our family reunion weekend, so I was out, anxiety ridden, whatever you want to call it. I was staying in a vacation home, which I also decided to make a build of. So that will be coming eventually, but we were out, little family reunion type thing. We do it every year. And my mom got sick while she was on it, so when we got home, she ended up in the hospital, so everything's all like crazy right now, but I just wanted to get this build out there. My mom is doing a lot better. There's still a lot of issues with her AFib and everything, but we're thinking everything's gonna be okay and she'll be home soon, hopefully. So anyway, back to the build here. I decided to use the Brindleton Bay, like, I don't know, shingle wallpaper on the top thing. It was part of one of the inspiration pictures I found. Now, there's actually a bunch of different inspiration pictures I found for this one, or, well, not a bunch, but like 2 or 3. I just kind of took a little bit from here and a little bit from there. And, yeah, so I used a lot of cats and dogs stuff in this one and a lot of island living stuff. I'm not sure what else I used in it. I mean, I'm pretty sure I used some other packs too. But, those were the main packs, was base game, island living, cats and dogs. Now the windows I put out here, but I changed them a lot. I don't like the way those windows look. And especially since those are supposed to be doors next to it, I don't know. I eventually change it out, mess around with the roofs some more. But yeah, I decided to use the eco lifestyle. There's a lot of eco lifestyle stuff now that I'm looking at it. I almost do some Journey to Batuu stuff in here because I haven't worked with it yet and I'm so excited to play with it, but I have so many builds and so many things I'm doing right now. I feel like my head is gonna explode. But anyway, so yeah, I tried those windows on it and I eventually switch out those windows because I don't like those ones either. I eventually come to a set of windows that I do like and keep. Normally I would cut that part out, but since there's so much I did in between each of those times I changed the windows, I just left it in there. And anyway, that way you can see how indecisive I really am, but I do love the way those windows look. So I use those windows throughout the house. Can't remember exactly what those are called, but then I use for the shorter windows, I use the barn door window, barn sash window. I don't know. That one right there is the barn something window. And then I wanted to add a little bit of variety to kind of the side of the house just because it looks so plain. I wanted to add, a little bit of shape to it. I believe one of the houses I had that I used as the influence of that one had that back thing. And then I also wanted a back deck. And but I didn't want it fully covered. I just want it slightly covered so that people could sunbathe, even though sunbathing is very bad for you, so I would not recommend doing it. Anyway, but yeah, so this is Sulani though, and people do that. People like to sunbathe, so there you go. I did not include any lounge chairs or towels though, so I guess nobody can sunbathe unless you want to just lay on the ground. Now I wanted to keep the floor plan super simple, and actually it's a very small house, and I think the reason it's so small is because I use such a large stairway. Like if I use this smaller stairway and put it to the side, I probably could have put more rooms in this floor. But I kind of wanted it a little smaller and a little more cozy. Um, I also wanted it to have a really like beachy lakey type feel, even though it is in Sulani in the ocean. But I wanted it to have like a nautical feel to it, so I did. When I get to the living room, you'll see that more apparently. But I'm also like trying to make it kind of like a cozy little vacation home. And the colors I use in this are still considered blue, but they're not like really blue. You know what I'm saying? Like those countertops on the top don't have any blue in them at all, but sometimes you just gotta go with what you got because there aren't a ton of, solitary color things in here. But I love that wallpaper. I used it in another build. The one with the, I don't even know what they're called, the little geometric design on it, I guess. Now, this is very, very rare for me. I picked a table that I thought looked kind of neat, and it's from the Bowling Night pack. And I just put the table down, and that was that. And that never happens for me. I usually like go through 72 tables before I finally decide on one, just like I did with those rugs. I finally ended up sizing down one that I believe is either from Island Living or the backyard patio stuff. Backyard stuff. I don't know what the packs are called. I'm really bad at that. I know like most of the major ones, but a lot of the smaller ones I don't know quite well. Now in this room I wanted to go with the blue theme. I wanted it to be blue with stripes, and I really like the wicker furniture, which I made into a cute little like corner sectional seat there. I also changed out the stairs because those stairs I have in there, you can't put a wall underneath them, and I really wanted to put the wall underneath them because it's kind of wasted space in The Sims because they can't use that space anyway. I mean, I guess I could have decorated it, but... And I put those like seasons lamps. They're kind of weird looking, but I felt they were kind of nautical with like the flags hanging down from them and the stripes and stuff. And I also put a little table on there with flowers and stuff just because I'm flowery. I'm flowery. I don't know what that means. But I put those little flags up to kind of represent the flags that they use in boating and stuff. I don't know. I took an outdoor education class and I like got my boating license, but I never used it. So I probably would need to go back to boating school again because I have no idea how to drive a boat, or I don't know any of the laws of boating that we have here in America because that's where I live. Now the bathroom tile, I pretty much, or the tile and wallpaper, I pretty much had already decided I was going to use that light blue with the diamonds, so that was a pretty easy little fix. or fixed choice, whatever. I don't even know anymore, you guys. I don't even know. Um, so yeah, that's the first floor. It was pretty simple. It was really fast. The whole build is pretty simple. You can tell because it's only 20 minutes long, but that's because I made it smaller so I wouldn't have to fill as many rooms. And yeah, so I had trouble figuring out where those stairs should go, which direction they should go, because the room above it is very small. I think it's only like 4 squares across, maybe 5. So I know I wanted to have a kids room in here because I did this in another build, but I found this one bed and it's white. You'll see it in a little bit, but it's white with like clouds on it. And so I just knew like I wanted to recreate or do a room based on that bed. So all the room is like clouds and like it's really cool. It's a pretty cool room. But before we get to that, I am doing the little living room here at the top of the stairs. The first level room, I would consider that more like a sitting room or a gathering room. This room at the top of the stairs is definitely a living room, although it has a little seating area. And yes, I know that that is supposed to be made from cement, but in my mind, it's made of, like old wood that they found. I can't think of what it's called right now, but the driftwood, that's what I'm saying. The little corner pieces made with driftwood, and I put those pictures up and I just get rid of them both. I'm just like, meh, don't want either of those. Um, yeah, I think I do get rid of the feather one later too. And then I put some little plants up there next to the cement planter sitting thing that's really made of driftwood or some other kind of wood. And I add some more of those really pretty feather rugs, which I think are from Jungle Adventure. I guess I did use a lot of packs in here. That painting on the wall, I believe, is from City Living. And the palm tree one, I think, is from one of the kids packs. I don't know if it's Kids Room or Parenthood, one of those packs. And now I put these curtains up and I thought they looked really pretty. And I love the way it brings out the walls and everything. But when you look closer, it's got footballs and soccer balls and stuff on it. So, but that's fine. And here we are onto the cloud room. I really like the way this little cloud room turned out. It's so cute. I should have put like a bunny or a bear or something in there, but I didn't. I put the hospital dollhouse in there just because the color scheme went with it. And I tried so hard to get that bench in there, but it just wouldn't fit. So I did have to get rid of it. Oh, and I just remembered I didn't put curtains in the kitchen. I better go back. So yeah, I try and I just move that bench everywhere and eventually just get rid of it because I just can't fit it in there. And I believe that one that I had there, that little kid's drawing table, was from my first pet, not my first pets. But then I ended up going with the eco lifestyle drawing table just because it matched color-wise in the room. And I did put carpet in there, and then I put a rug on top of carpet, which is kind of weird, and some people really hate that. But I do change it out to the same flooring I use throughout the entire house, just because I feel like, lake houses usually have like wooden floors and, well, a lot of times they have tile floors too, but in this one they have wooden floors. And also, please, 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 um, go ahead and vote. I believe the voting ends on 9/12 of 2020. So if it's after that date, if it's after that, you don't have to worry about voting. But if you are watching that before that, please go vote for my video and vote for the videos of the other peoples in the contest. The other peoples. Because we all need to get as many points as we can to stay in. I believe next round is the elimination round, so we need to score up as many points as we possibly can to get that done. Now this part right here is actually a stop motion part because I forgot to record. So I just went through and deleted everything in the room, and then I just slowly put it back in there. So yeah, I made that part not speed build. So you got a little bit of stop motion in there. It's not the fancy stop motion. It's just, But yeah, I love those island living curtains. They're so pretty, and I just like the way that I like angled them up and down on that one window. And now I'm just throwing some furniture outside, and I figure if you live in Sulani, you're gonna be doing a lot of painting. So there's a lot. There's two easels, and I thought maybe a little grill on that top thing would be kind of neat. I had a little trouble trying to match the chair up to that table, but I think I ended up just leaving it the same color as the other chair. So now I'm making the back deck here. The ladder to the ocean, which is off-center, and I will fix that later. I have move objects on though, so everything is like placing just weirdly randomly. But here I am making the little gazebo, which I think is so cute. But yeah, I put it kind of off to the side a little bit, and then I had to go and like fix it. And then I had to figure out how to roof that area, so I put like a kind of a goofy roof on there first, and then not the gazebo has a good roof, but the little walkway between just looks kind of weird. So I ended up stretching out that other roof to make it work. It looks pretty good. I do have to add a little bit more walkway in there, which is kind of neat because in the end I added another stairway up there so you can kind of go out the back door or the front door. And I added those pillars in there, and the pillars are on the rest of the house, the columns, whatever. But they match the rest of the house, but they look ridiculous on that gazebo. So I do end up changing those out. And then it took me forever to find that flooring. I believe it's clear view or something like that. And I was looking for ocean. I was searching for sea. I was searching for all this stuff trying to find that clear flooring because I think that would be really cool to have clear flooring when you have the ocean under you, you know? Um, so yeah, for some reason it skipped all my placement of the landscaping, but whatever. I was very tired when I was editing this video, so a lot of things will probably be not great. But anyway, that whale was giving me a heck of a time because I couldn't get it to like lock into the ocean, so it was just like floating like 10 feet above the water the whole time. I was just like, come on, get in the water. But yeah, and so I'm trying to add some landscaping. I wanted to there's like a floor tile that's like pebbles please or something. It's just black pebbles, and I thought that would look really cool there, but apparently you can't put floor tiles on sand, which is very odd. But whatever. And then I threw the flower in from the last build, the yellow build, because I thought it looked really cute in that little kitchen. Trying to clutter up the kitchen a little bit. And I'm gonna leave this here. We are getting close to the screenshots. There I am changing out those pillars. But I hope you enjoyed this build. I did have a lot of fun making it. I just had to do it rather quickly. So like I said, if you see this before the 22nd, go ahead and give me a vote anywhere between 25 and 100. And go ahead and check out all the other people in the contest, and they should be linked in the description of this video. Comment on theirs and give them a score. Oh, I didn't cut out that saving. I usually try to. Anyway, I will let you go here, and I hope you enjoy the rest of your day. And remember to always stay weird because weirdos rule, and I will see you next time. Bye, guys!